What is up, YouTube? This is Ryan with Colo Warrior Gaming, coming at you with another Clanhopper episode. And right now, I am over here at Kara Heroes. I was invited to come over and record their war with the Warcorps. This was actually not an arranged matchup, guys. This was a random matchup. And, you know, I'll go ahead and say, you know, Warcorps in their description here. They say affiliated with Clash Heads. So that should probably tell you anything you need to know if you are familiar with the war community about Warcorps, I guess, the way that they play the game. And that's all I'm going to say about that. So keeping that in mind, I think Kara Heroes did an absolutely fantastic job. They are an A-rate clan. They have class, they have skill. And obviously, as you guys can see, they pretty much, well, they cleared all except for 4 Town Hall 9s, and they ended up 2-starring all of the 10s. And as far as not starring all the Town Hall 9s, guys, these were some tough bases. I mean, you know, they were cutting-edge designs. Most of them had offset queens, just very, very, very well designed. Something, you know, that you would expect from a clan like Warcorps. So anyway, let's go ahead and check out some attacks here. We're going to start off with the attack on number 2 by Sam, bringing a somewhat traditional go wipe with earthquake spells. And as you guys can see, this is kind of a, you know, it's a Dragonflower Town Hall 10 with an offset Town Hall, but it can still be tricky to get 2 stars on bases like these, you know, that are just completely maxed out. Unfortunately, that earthquake, those earthquake spells just barely missed that outer layer of walls. I am not sure that Sam was accounting for that. I'm pretty sure that he meant to crack that first layer of walls. So his kill squad is going to be facing an uphill battle at this point. They got to break through a section of wall. Now, because Sam was so good with creating this huge, ginormous funnel, his level 40 king, as well as, you know, a couple wizards, are going to help break through that first layer of walls. And it's actually not going to give him a really big problem here. That queen is also working away on some walls, even though there was a broken section of walls, you know, just a few tiles away from her. Another win for the queen AI. Lava Hound ends up popping out of that CC, and Sam uses the poison there to get rid of some of the trash troops that came out with that Hound. You know, I'm not sure. I think it might have been better to just wait until that Hound had popped, but you know, I'm not a Town Hall 10. I'm not quite sure how these things work. But anyway, so that the Town Hall goes down, the Lava Hound busts into pups, forcing Sam to use his Queen's ability. And now he's just coming in on the backside with the P.E.K.K.A. there, and just clean up troops to get that extra percentage. He gets to 54% and calls it a day on this base. So really nice attack by Sam. Keep it up, man. All right, let's go ahead and check out some Town Hall 9 attacks. And this attack on number 17 by Z Music, just really nice attack. Again, another offset queen base. We're seeing that more and more at the higher level. Starting off with some minions here to funnel, not bothering to waste the troop space on a wizard there. And coming in straight with his queen, you know, his golems and his kill squad. And I like how, instead of going with a third golem, because, you know, this kind of has the feel of a stoned Goho, Z Music just ends up replacing that third golem with 4 Valkyries, and I think that was the right move, because you've got this core that has the, well, it's not a core, I guess it's the you know, kind of the queen chamber, not the core anymore, because we're seeing all these offset queens. But he goes ahead and sends in those Valks to help out with you know, the town, you know, getting that Town Hall out of the way, taking out that queen. Those Valks can just be a huge help to your kill squad. They give it more time. It puts more DPS out there on the map. And I think those 4 Valks were just better than a third golem would have been. So Z Music is coming in here with his hogs, and I like how notice how those top hogs there really took advantage of the tanking that was being done by his kill squad. I like the way Z Music did that, and I think that the way that he pathed those hogs there probably saved him the raid, because it's really going to come down to the wire. He's got a decent-sized pack of hogs left, but he had these 2 troll Teslas pop up on opposite sides of the map, and all these little, it looks like 8 skeletons are chasing his hogs. That's the equivalent, guys, of what 1 witch can produce, so that's a lot of DPS hitting his hogs, and they still have to go all the way across the map to get that last Tesla, but because he was so good with protecting his kill squad by sending in those hogs on the top, kind of the top right, they end up taking out that Tesla for him. The hogs turn on the skeletons, and look at this, guys. He still has his 2 minions up from his original funnel there. And at this point, it is just cleanup. So really nice attack by Z-Music on a very tricky base. Just very well thought out, very well planned. All right, let's go ahead and check out this attack on pulling up my notes, number 19. I'm not quite sure what this is, guys. Okay. Yeah, this is just I like this attack, kind of going with the traditional kill squad, throwing in those witches, starting off with 2 golems to make his funnel, backed up by the wizards. A bunch of Teslas end up popping there. I'm not sure. I'm not sure that I liked those Teslas popping there. A lot of times when you put Teslas on the... this is a stoned Goho with witches. That's why I like this attack. When you put those Teslas on the outside that are already very close to those exposed defenses, I don't think you're maximizing the... use of those Teslas, because... one of the better reasons, I think, for having those outside Teslas is to mess up golem pathing. But the Teslas there obviously didn't really do anything at all to the golem pathing. So I think they were kind of wasted, and that obviously is good for FNK. But anyway, so look at how well protected his witches are. They are still generating those skeletons, still distracting troops. That Lava Hound busts into pups, and it looks like FNK saves his poison, or is saving his poison for any skeletons that might be popping on his hogs, because he's got so much of his kill squad still up. His queen is still raging away. He just used the ability on his king, which I think was just fantastic. And his hogs are just tearing through this base. He's still got 1 heal left. I mean, that's significant, guys. He's taken out a huge portion of this base without, with just using 1 heal. And his pack of hogs is now converging on these last defenses. Drops that heal. I doubt he even needed that heal there. Oh, wow. 3 hogs go flying to a spring trap. That's rough. Anyway, so that air defense goes down, and at this point, guys, it is just cleanup. He still has a bunch of troops left for cleanup. A couple golemites, some, they're not going to do much for cleanup, but some archers. Obviously, his archer queen, bunch of wizards. So yeah, it's game over on this base. So really nice job by FNK. You don't really see stoned Goho with witches too much anymore, but he got a lot of value out of those witches because he was so good with making sure that they were protected by his golems that were out in front. So they just sat back and generated skellies that also kind of serve as miniature tanks because they're regenerative, and they also put a lot of DPS out on the board. All right, now let's go ahead and check out this last attack here by a Mortx. I guess that's right. And this was a Laloon attack, and we're not seeing too much of this anymore, but this was the right base for it. This was kind of an interesting base to see in the Warcorps lineup because this is obviously not an anti-3 base. It's symmetrical. I don't know. I was kind of surprised when I saw this base, but either way, it's still a near max Town Hall 9 with high level heroes. Looks like the only thing that Sean did not upgrade were those mortars, 1 archer tower, and those X-bows. So anyway, Mortiax is coming in with his beefy level 20 heroes, drops a rage for them, poisons the CC, which I think was the right move. It slows down those loons, and it, Typically, loons will take 2 to 3 shots from a queen, but if they've been in that poison for long enough, it might just take that queen 1 shot. And that can mean the difference between your king surviving and your king dying, because loons can kill a king so quickly. So the enemy archer queen goes down, and this was a shattered law loon, so, Amortiax is looking to get two air defenses, ends up just barely getting that second air defense, and it is now time to send in his lava hounds and his loons, starting off at a very extreme angle with that first lava hound. And as we've been seeing lately, even in my clan, in We Are Raiders, Amortiax is using those haste spells to propel his loons into the core of that base. So, he's pretty much just using them to help them tear through that first layer of defenses. And then, you know what? Amortiax doesn't even bring a rage. That's very interesting. I actually haven't seen that yet. But, it really ends up working out well for him. You can tell that this was a very well-planned attack. Amortiax is obviously very good with air attacks. Look at how many loons he still has up. Really, just really nice, clean attack. And it looks like all of his lava hounds ended up busting, which is optimal, because you really need those pups for cleanup. And Amortiax also brings a couple of minions which can really make or break an air raid, because they put out quite a bit more damage than lava pups do, and you can obviously place them where you need them, because if those lava pups are on one side of the base, sometimes they might be following the loons, which is like the worst case scenario. It's really nice to have those minions to just kind of put on those trash buildings that your loons and your pups might not have gotten to otherwise. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and fast forward to the last part of this cleanup. So yeah, really nice job by Kara Heroes. They're just a top war clan. Obviously, they are 100% fair play. I can tell you that with 100% certainty. I really like the way that they operate, and obviously they have the skills to back up their reputation. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video and learned something from it. And as always, this is Ryan with Cola Warrior Gaming, reminding you that we are Raiders. Spells War.